All right. Welcome to DCC,
Episode 50,
the Big 5-0.
if you can believe it. We are officially getting AARP in the mail. That's how old this show is right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, 50th episode. You know, half a century. Ben's been doing this forever. You can tell by, the wrinkles and the gray hair.
It's only getting worse.
The amount of stress after you've hit 50. Oh,
Yeah.
It's unimaginable.
It's bad.
You know what is completely imaginable, though?
Huh.
Is the U.S. absolutely dominating in all things Olympic hockey related right now.
Insert bald eagle screech.
It's late. I'm not going to do it. But just imagine I'm screaming at Ben. Yeah, so...
When is he not?
I mean, off camera, I'm screaming Ben. Anyways, so the U.S. has been absolutely dominating hockey so far in the Olympics in Italy. Will you shut the...
I'm sorry, that last one got me.
I'm sorry, man. So sometimes I'm just too quick with it, which is what you keep telling me. So, we have a little review breakdown of the women and the men. I'll go first while Ben gathers himself.
Ladies first.
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. The ladies have been an absolute force to be reckoned with on the ice this Olympic. We've played 6 games so far. I'm just going to run through some score totals real quick. 5-1 dub against the Czechs. 5-0 shutout against Finland. Who? 5-0 shutout against Switzerland. Who? 5-0 shutout against Canada. That's another bald eagle noise in of itself. 6-0 shutout against Italy. And 5-0 shutout against Sweden. So, now after winning all of those games, they're going to the gold medal game, which is tomorrow, the 19th, against Canada. We've already waxed them once. I really hope we do it again.
Fingers crossed.
Team USA, for the women, are the only team to have multiple players who are the top 5 in points. They've been absolutely dominant on the ice, as all of the goal differentials have shown you. They have 7 players in the top 10 in points scored in the Olympics this year.
That's crazy.
It's pretty insane. Caroline Harvey has been an absolute unit, scoring 9 points in of herself, and Hannah Bilka, I hope I got that right, Bilka had 7 points. And then there's 6 more people after that are above 5 points, which is insane.
Wow.
Shout out Erin Frankel, who's been a freaking stone wall in the net for us. She started 3 games and has 3 shutouts. She has a 98.5 save percentage, and she has a .25 goals allowed per game. So you can't ask for much better hockey than that.
Yeah.
And it's all going to come to a head tomorrow when we play Canada and hopefully just beat the brakes off of them. I know that Canada's been taken to the internet and, talking about how their women's team beat us a few years ago really bad, blah, 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 whatever. We're not talking about the past, Canada. We're talking about the future, which is in 24 hours when we're bringing home that gold medal. So shout out, ladies. Keep killing it. I'm going to be shouting for you tomorrow while getting absurdly blasted because I'm off tomorrow. And the game's at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wake up. You're going to get to work, and I'm going to go home with the rest of this 24-pack that's waiting for us.
Yay.
And just bald eagle screeches.
Yeah.
All midday tomorrow.
I don't know what it is about hockey that brings out my anti-Canadian feelings, but...
Well, it's the Four Nations tournament.
Yeah,
that just kind of sparked this whole one-sided beef. Kind of like how the Bears hate the Commanders.
Yeah.
But the Commanders don't care.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Canada just doesn't like the U.S. And they were booing our national anthem during the Four Nations tournament. So, if anything, if they lose tomorrow, this is just karma coming back to bite them in the ass. So,
yeah, that's true.
But get a prime minister first, I guess. Anyways, the men.
The men have been doing fantastic.
I love men.
You love men.
We've established
I love men.
this.
We all love men.
We all love our men.
Well, some men suck. They're the worst.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about those men. Instead, we're going to talk about Team USA hockey men.
I love those men. Let's talk about those men.
All right, so they played 4 games.
Yeah.
First game, they played Latvia. I was at work. I was watching this game a little bit. USA scored 1-0. I was hyped. It was electric.
Yeah.
Then Latvia equalized, and I was like, whoa, why is this a close game?
Settle down, Latvia.
I got pissed off. I turned the game off. Then, 2 hours later, I pull up the score again because, I had to do work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
Imagine.
And they had won 5-1. So, can't ask for much better. It started off kind of dicey because Latvia actually challenged 2 of our goals, and they got called back.
Should have been 7.
Should have been 7. Should have been 7-1. Really, Brock Nelson had 2 goals, and he actually scored the other 2 that got called back. So he could have had 4, dude. It would have been great. But I think in all, USA just outpaced Latvia. They just could not keep up with us, and I think we just wore them down in the end. So 5-1 Latvia.
Fire.
Next game, Denmark, 6-3 dub.
Absolute cake.
Yeah, Jeremy Swayman actually started in goal for us this game. Did not play great. He only saw 12 shots, but he allowed 3 goals.
Can't have that.
Can't have that.
Not
Not
in
in the Olympics. It's bad. But I think the key to this game was actually coach starting Jack Hughes, moving him from his usual assignment over to flank Brock Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit different than what he normally does, but him on the wing has really opened up the play for us as a team. So hopefully that will continue into our playoff run.
Yeah.
Brady Tkachuk was also awesome in this game. He tied it up at 2-2 and really just brought the energy for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what every team needs, is that energy guy. So...
And he's got a lot of energy.
He's got a lot of energy. But yeah, we're at 11-4 on aggregate so far.
Mm-hmm.
Germany game, 5-1. Austin Matthews contributing 2 goals. Every line that made an appearance in that game seemed to contribute offensively, which was great. We had some questionable defensive plays, but 5-1 can't really complain. And you know what? Matthew Tkachuk in that game, looking over at Draisaitl sitting on the bench and being like, dropped the hardest line of the Olympics so far. Looked over at Leon Draisaitl after his Florida Panthers beat Draisaitl's Oilers. Mm-hmm. And, Draisaitl's thought of as Connor McDavid's, Robin.
Yeah.
So he looks over at him and he says, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's gotta sting, dude. You're down 4-1, just getting shit on.
I would hate this guy.
I would. Oh God, that would be bad. But 5-1, so.
I mean, he wasn't lying. So
he wasn't lying. Now going into the quarterfinal, we were playing Sweden. Mm-hmm. So we'd won all our games pretty steadily.
Yeah.
So far, but we beat Sweden. Thanks to a phenomenal Jack Hughes overtime goal, which he's been great so far. He's the only American on the entire team that's logged 20 minutes or more in every game so far in the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, the defense was actually the key for us in this game. Sweden didn't have a shot for the first 6 minutes of the game, which in Olympic play is relatively it's unheard of right now. So hopefully that defense can carry us throughout the rest of the playoff. I know Canada will probably be our final meeting. We'll see if we get there.
They are just... That team is so good.
That team is so good.
That team is so disgusting.
I looked at the line, the forwards for that team, and it was... who was it? Chikrin doesn't start and, plays, but not that often.
Which is crazy.
And I'm like, okay, this guy is like an elite athlete playing for the Washington Capitals, one of the best teams in the league, and he's semi-playing for the national team.
He's like a backup for the Olympic team. Crazy.
Yeah, so...
shout out Tom Wilson, man. He's eating over there in Canada, bro.
We're not shouting at any Canadians right now.
I love you, Tom.
I love you, Tom Wilson. I have your jersey. I will not be shouting you out.
I have your
right
photo
now.
In my shower.
But Hellebuck had 27 saves, so can't ask for much more from him.
Yeah.
But I think this whole Olympic run so far has been Tkachuk brothers. It's been Hughes brothers, You've got Quinn being the best player on the team so far. You've got Jack. Man, Jack Hughes, dude. living the life.
Yeah.
Dating Tate McRae, hopefully winning Olympic gold in hockey. Can't ask for much more.
I mean, that makes me want to do things to myself. That just hurts, man.
Yeah,
That
so
hurts. But, good for him.
let's hope that both the USA men and women can bring home the gold.
Yeah, let's bring home some trophies.
By the time we film the episode next week, we'll have the results of both games.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and cross our fingers. But
cross our fingers.
One result that we already do have, the result of the NBA All-Star game from this past weekend.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of All-Star games in the last, honestly, like 10 years in the NBA, we've been like, okay, what's going on here?
It's just a bunch of stars running up and down the court and scoring 140 points a game.
Yeah. You know how disappointing it is for me to watch Jason Tatum win All-Star Game MVP like 3 years ago because he scored 52 points in an All-Star game, and me still be disappointed. Like, that's how bad the game is.
No defense, scoring freaking 26 uncontested shots. You better have 52 points at that point.
But this last one was good. It seemed to be a lot more competitive than the previous ones have been.
The structure was it was very entertaining to watch.
Yes, and I like and this goes back to your point about how, audiences have a lower attention span in total just nowadays. But the shorter games I thought were better.
Yeah.
I like the 3-team setup, the shorter quarters, just overall.
Game finals being like 47-42.
Yeah, exactly. So what from this weekend do you think was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was this guy, right? Damian Lillard. Dude tears his Achilles 9 months ago and then just comes out and says, you know what? I'm going to go compete in the 3-point contest because I want to try to win it for a third time. Goes out there and just, to be fair, Devin Booker low-key sold in his final run to beat him. But, Dame, I got to give it up to you. Third-time 3-point champion, ties Larry Bird and Craig Hodges in wins. And next year, there's already talks. There were some leaked text messages between him and Stephen Curry saying that they're gonna try to both be healthy enough for it next year to see. It'll be a kind of like a last hurrah for probably both of them, honestly.
Yeah.
So that was a great moment for me. I'm a big Dame guy. I love Dame. So seeing him just kind of mid recovery go out there and just throw up 3-pointers. Very Kobe-esque, so it was kind of tough.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your favorite moment from this weekend?
I tried to watch as much of it as I could. I did honorable mention my favorite moment was post the game, post finals.
Yeah.
I saw Donovan Mitchell being interviewed, and in his interview, they asked him what exactly happened with team. I think it was Stripes.
Something like that. I don't know.
Stars. One of the Stars and Stripes teams that lost the championship.
Yeah.
And he said, "I think our age just caught up with us." And I was like, "Okay, 29-year-old Donovan Mitchell. Okay,
we're gonna start complaining about age.
You lost because you're fatigued in an All-Star game. Whatever you say, dude.
Fatigued in a low defense All-Star. Actually, no. This defense, I will say, it was better this year. I can't give it too much.
But I will say, I think, other than the Boston Celtics and Washington Wizards, I think my favorite player in the NBA right now is probably Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
I do really like the fact that he won All-Star Game MVP, but
Loki could have been Kawhi. Whatever.
Loki could have been, yeah, but he didn't win.
True.
So, it's gotta be a winner.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. Anyway. The ending of the game, though, was just an incredible sequence by Ant.
Mm-hmm.
It started out with him getting a layup to bring the game within 2, and then on the next defensive possession he stole the ball away, and then ran back up the court and cashed a 3 to win the game. So, crazy last sequence.
Yeah,
but
for one player.
For one player, and he did everything you could ask for. So, I really liked watching that moment. So, we'll see. It was a great weekend though, in terms of NBA All-Stars, and
Definitely looking forward to the All-Star game next year. I thought after last year, the whole event in of itself was just going to like disband and disappear.
Yeah.
So the fact that they actually had, from what I understand, better viewer retention this year than, and I mean, you know, they made like the games more like TikTok-y, and they made them shorter, and they made these people with lower attention spans being able to watch the whole game without being on their phone. This guy, right before recording, big guy. But yeah,
I was on Instagram. It wasn't TikTok.
It's not much better.
Okay, let's go ahead and move off of the topic. I do like the fact that they revamped it a little bit. Now the NFL needs to do that.
Yes.
But that will be a topic for another day.
Regardless.
I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the Olympic topic.
Ooh.
You know, we're right in the middle of everything.
We're Olympic pilled right now.
We've got to keep this topic going for as long as we can because God
it's the only thing on.
God knows in freaking July when we have nothing to talk about, we're going to need to brainstorm.
We're going to be camping outside of the commander's practice facility, and we're going to be interviewing everybody that walks into that place.
I will be trying to find Jaden Daniels all summer.
I will be shouting obscenities at the field goal kickers who try to make field goals at practice. Anyways.
Let's hit back to Olympics.
You owe me a soda.
You're like,
sorry. So,
you scare me sometimes.
you have an Olympic something for me.
I do. It's going to be a blind rank.
Ooh.
What I'm going to do is give you Olympic athletes. And I want you to rank them 1 to 5, obviously.
Okay.
I'll give you them one by
Just
one.
like who best, worst.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say overall, think of it as like this person is on this list in terms of best Olympian ever.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
And it just so we know, it's going to be a combination of Summer Olympics and Winter Olympics.
Cool.
I didn't want to do only summer because we're in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do only winter because God knows I looked at that list and I don't know 75% of the people
Fair enough.
that are participating in the Winter Olympics. But
Cool beans.
my first one that I'm going to give you,
Okay.
Katie Ledecky.
Ah.
Oh, by the way, let me preface one more thing. This Olympic athlete list is only Americans.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool. Thank God.
boo.
Rah!
One, Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky.
American's female swimmer. She's got 7 golds. She's got 21 world championship golds, which
I mean, she's insane. I actually watched a video of her the other day from, I believe it was the last Olympics she competed in.
Yeah.
Where she beat everybody by at least 11 seconds.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
No,
like...
they literally interviewed her in the water after her last 1500
Like, it looked
meter.
so awkward. It looked so awkward, her just, like, sitting there, like, just bobbing and celebrating, and, like, everybody's still rushing for second, and, like,
Yeah.
I think France got second, and the lady that, like, popped up out of the water acted like she won the whole thing, because Ledecky was already done celebrating in that
Yeah.
11-second window.
Well, they interviewed her in the water after her last 1500, and she said, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't do better on that one. And she was ahead of everybody by 21 seconds.
Yeah, and I believe I think it's, oh God, I don't know exactly what swimming specific it is, but I think she holds like 7 of the top 10 fastest records like in her split or whatever it's called.
She's
but
insane.
Regardless, I'm going to put her at 3.
3.
I'm going to put her at 3.
Setting that
she's
baseline.
she's a very good benchmark. She's obviously like elite at her Olympic sport, and I mean nobody compares. Like, she's just the greatest at her sport.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move on.
Yes.
Next one, Shaun White.
Shaun White.
Three Olympic golds in the half pipe, and that's all the stats I have on him.
Yeah, Shaun White, obviously a classic. Me growing up, I loved Shaun White. I mean,
Who didn't?
everybody that had a DC hat and DC jacket would love Shaun White and DC shoes and skateboards. That were just like who I was for like a couple years when Shaun White was, winning golds in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
I will say though, I'm gonna put him at 4.
Okay.
Because I know that there's probably going to be some better Olympic athletes on there. But, I mean, Shaun White was a staple of my childhood. I can't go wrong with Shaun White.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I'll put him at 4.
All right. Number 3, Simone Biles.
Oh, man. Like...
7 Olympic medals, 4 gold, and they were all in 2016 in I believe it was Brazil.
Simone Biles does things with her body that hurt when I watch her do it. Like, it hurts me when
You're not even trying it.
I'm sitting on the couch being fat, and she's doing stuff that makes me look like I'm just about to like keel over and die in 2 weeks. But obviously, Simone Biles is like 4'8". She's like a very, very tiny
small.
human being.
Yeah.
But I mean, I watched her 2016 run. That joint was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, she was killing it on the beams, and she was killing it on the rings. I mean, I'm gonna put her at 2.
Okay.
Because I think there's one like overarching like person that's still missing off this list, but I'm very comfortable giving her 2 over the other 2 so far.
Okay.
So Simone Biles at number 2.
Okay. Now, my 4th athlete, Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Any stats on Harrison Barnes?
He's got 1 gold medal from that 2016 squad that everyone was like, this is who we're sending to the Olympics. We have freaking...
What, no AR-15s?
We have Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green playing on the team.
Yeah, Harrison, love you, respect you, bro. Shout out winning a medal.
You don't know who's going at 1. You could put Harrison Barnes at 1.
I'm not going to do that, though. Harrison Barnes wishes he could be 1 on literally anything. But, shout out, got a medal. A medal's a medal.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best athletes in the world. So,
yeah.
I'm going to put you at 5, though.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Shout out Barnes.
So, right now, you have Simone Biles at 2. You have Katie Ledecky at 3.
Yep.
You got Shaun White at 4.
Yep.
And you've got Harrison Barnes at 5.
Yeah, this is a great list, depending on who number 1 is.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your number 1 Olympic athlete of all time is going to be Michael Phelps.
I mean, he's just like the greatest to ever do it in the Olympics.
28 Olympic medals, 23 of them being gold medals. Mm-hmm. He won 8 gold in 2008 in Beijing, which is the Olympic record for most gold medals won in one Olympic.
Yep.
So,
I mean, he's just the GOAT Olympian.
GOAT. You can't argue against that. Like,
I don't need to say any more. The blind ranking, I believe, is perfect.
I agree. I was trying to throw that Harrison Barnes in there to sow a little bit of doubt into you.
If you threw in Harrison Barnes as like the second person, I would have put him at like 4.
I was thinking about that.
And then I would have killed myself having to put any single one of those people under him.
I just didn't want to. I wanted to start out with someone strong. Because at first I thought you were going to put Ledecky at 2. And then if I had said...
You're trying to mess with me. You're trying to get in my head, man.
So, yeah. Well, but perfect ranking, honestly. So, 1, you've got Michael Phelps. 2, you've got Simone Biles. 3, Katie Ledecky. 4, Shaun White. And 5, Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's great.
That's phenomenal.
That's exactly what the ranking should be.
Exactly. And now, I'm going to get a little bit philosophical on you. Because I got some would you rather questions. We're going to get into picking Ben's brain here for a few questions, just because he gave me a blind rank, and I thought I'd give him a little bit of something, too.
It's really small.
That doesn't start with a G. Anyways, so I got a few would you rather questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Number 1, would you rather have perfect memory or be able to forget anything at will?
Perfect memory.
Perfect memory?
Yeah.
You don't have any like trauma that you would like be fine with just like erasing from your memory forever?
No, because I think that
Oh, you grew up pretty well, so
I was gonna say something really like heartfelt just
I mean you can still say it.
I don't want to after that.
Well, that's a good answer.
I was gonna say I think that every like trial and tribulation that you go through as a person makes you better.
Yeah.
So
unless you're white.
I think we should move on.
Anyways, so perfect memory. Yeah, sure. All right. Number 2, would you rather be able to control the weather or traffic?
Oh, that's brutal. Traffic.
traffic.
Yeah.
I figured with you and your long drives to work, you'd want to do traffic as well.
You know what's funny though? Like I don't even encounter that much traffic.
Is it always just like opposite way for you?
Not even like most of my driving is on highways, so it's
already fast paced enough.
Pretty fast paced, regardless. It's just I feel like every time I do hit traffic, it's always at like the most
like inconvenient
time.
Like when you're going somewhere.
Yeah, when I need to be somewhere on time, boom, traffic is
Murphy's Law, bro.
Yeah.
Anything that can happen will happen.
Look at you, knowing things.
I
didn't think you had it in you.
Knowing last names of people for just random stuff they made up.
Yeah.
So, traffic, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I would say the only argument I have for weather is now, since I'm an adult, I don't like the snow as much. Barely. I don't like the snow as much as I was when I was a child, to the point where it just like ruins any attempt I have at going to make money or going to see anybody. So I would say that like the only thing that supports the weather claim there is like being able to control when it snows.
Yeah.
Or like when severe weather happens, because it's like any weather, right? So like tornadoes, hurricanes, like it could be really, you could just control the weather. You could be God if you wanted. In this hypothetical,
I would like to think that me controlling traffic is just as equivalent to being God as controlling the weather is.
So we're going to clip that. And I want that on every social media output. I want that on Truth Social, guys. Anyways, number 3. Would you never be able to show emotion again or never be able to hide them?
Oh. This is kind of brutal considering the profession that we're in.
Yeah. It's a lot of two-faced.
When you say show emotion, do you mean like outwardly on my face, or do you just mean like in general? Like if I never show emotion again, does that mean like I'll never cry again?
Like just never being able to show any emotion. So like you would just be like Normal Bob. You know who Normal Bob is?
Yeah.
They know who Normal Bob is. You know who Normal Bob is?
They?
Yeah.
All 8 viewers.
Well, if this ends up being a TikTok clip, all the brain rotters will know who Normal Bob is. Hi, how are you? Normal Bob, you know? So never being able to show emotions or never being able to hide them. So then you're just either Normal Bob or you're that purple fucker from the, what is it? The Emotions movie.
Oh, Inside Out?
Yeah, 2. With the purple skinny...
2!
Okay. But yeah.
Is that anxiety?
I don't know. Anxiety, fear. I don't know which one it is, but
I think I'd go never showing emotion.
Never, just stone face killer the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already have a crazy RBF.
Yeah.
So might as well just keep it going all the time.
Rainbow bullfrog? What are you talking about?
Huh?
You said RBF. Was that rainbow bullfrog?
Yeah, resting bitch face.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard RBF before, you idiot? Rainbow bullfrog was your first guess?
I've heard of it, okay? Anyways, let's get back to sport. Let's get back to sports before I freak out, please.
Let's end it on a Washington topic.
Yeah, speaking of Washington topic, I want to show you guys my new shirt. Got the Sean Taylor graphic tee. It's kind of clean. Shoulder sleeve patch with 21. I think Ben is dying over there. But yeah, you know, shout out Sean. Rest in peace. But this will put us in a very good football mindset.
My dumb ass was like, who's Sean? Anyway.
You just dun for me, like, and you don't know who I'm talking about. Anyways, we're going to talk about who the Commanders need to target in this year's draft.
Now,
we've been bouncing around this completely, like going back and forth, like forever on who this is. And especially with big things like Dante Moore not being in the draft this year is definitely going to like move some stuff around, especially for teams that needed quarterbacks.
It screws us, dude.
So, Ben, I need your insight on who we should target in this year's draft if we are able to. This is a realistic reach for us.
Yeah. Well, I want to preface this by saying this is a very early on sort of preference. Obviously, once we get further into the draft prospect, once we do the combine, once free agency hits and we sign who we sign, then we'll have a little bit more understanding of what we think the team actually needs. True. However, as of right now, February 18th?
Yes.
2026.
Yeah.
I would really absolutely love it if we could draft Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
I know, like, it's too high for a safety. Yeah, well, you ever heard of Sean Taylor?
Apparently Ben almost did it.
I'm not arguing that Caleb Downs is as good as Sean Taylor. However,
we don't know that yet.
But it has to be defense.
Yes.
I don't want Carnell Tate. I don't want Jeremiah Love. I've been seeing all this stuff about us drafting Jeremiah Love as 7, and I'm like, one, Jeremiah Love is not, like, he's good. He's really good. Like, he's obviously the best running back in the draft class. He's not a generational prospect in my eyes. And in order for me to draft a running back top 10, it needs to be a Saquon Barkley, a Bijan Robinson, a Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
It needs to be that caliber guy. And I don't see Jeremiah Love as being that in the pros. But the amount of time that Washington lost by 20 points last year, and the entire reason was because of the defense and freaking Quan missing his tackles. I need some improvement there. I can see the argument for, I know a lot of people say if we don't get a person to run in secondary, we should go with an edge rusher, like a Reuben Bain, like a David Bailey, like along that line. I think in our new defensive coordinator scheme, it fits a lot more of a really good safety than a really good edge, because he uses a lot of zone coverage and that type of thing in terms of how exactly he wants to scheme up his defense. I think Caleb Downs would be like his Harrison Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Like his guy that's going to be a prolific safety for a decade. So if Caleb Downs is available, 100% take him. If he's not, I'd probably go Mansour Delane from LSU. Mansour, I believe it is. From LSU, the cornerback. Just because we need secondary help. Like, I totally understand wanting to draft edge rusher, wanting to draft a linebacker. If, who knows, maybe Arvell Reese will be available. Draft him if you can. But that's who I'd go with.
Yeah.
Who would you go with?
Well, since you're done shitting all over my points now, I want to take Reuben Bain Jr. I want to take him.
Okay.
I love the edge help, and it was definitely a big question mark for us last year, especially taking... Will you stop trying to get me to edge, please?
You don't need help.
Reuben Bain's a guy, 6.7 prospect grade,
Yeah.
which out of 8 is great. Right? I mean, it's very good for an edge. And, I mean, he just played a national championship with Miami. One of the only reasons that they were even in that game.
Yeah.
And
he was getting after Mendoza, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he was pressuring that MFer like crazy. And that's what the Commanders definitely needed, because the amount of times I had to watch us go from the 2024 year when we were blitzing like half the time to this year when we were only showing blitz like 30% of the time. That was disgusting. I hated it. I hated watching us sit back and just not be able to get after the quarterback. And especially after Dorrance Armstrong went down, we had no line pressure whatsoever. No. And you had to rely on a 34-year-old Von Miller and a 36-year-old Bobby Wagner. I mean, it almost seemed like Frankie Louvu just almost did not get schemed up correctly to where he could be effective in that edge spot. So if you're going to do that, keep him at a backer and get yourself a Reuben Bain Jr. I mean, he bullies O-tackles off the snap with strength and agility. He doesn't have the longest arms, but once he gets you inside the shoulder pads, he is known to move people into gaps. That is exactly what you want from a guy who can hold the edge on the outside. You also want a guy who's been coached by Jason Taylor. I mean, one of the best to, play this game. He is a very good guy to coach on your ends. And then, I mean, the Commanders need that young pressure. They need someone who can accelerate off the line fast and not accelerate off the line 3 seconds after the ball snapped, which is what all of our edge rushers over 30 years old are doing. So if they want to get after the quarterback, if they want to increase their pressure rate next year, they need a guy at edge. When you get a guy at edge, it starts at the line. Because if you're forcing the quarterback to take quick throws and not be able to drop back as far, the over-the-top health doesn't need to be fantastic. You can give yourself a little bit of leeway if you're getting that pressure on the quarterback. Now, obviously, Ruben Bain isn't a guy that's going to do that every single play. So you will need secondary help eventually. But for a number 7 overall pick, since we're not in the top 5 and we're not in that like Arvell Reese range, definitely want a guy like Bain on my team. And I mean, he just played in the championship. Like, he knows what it takes to get to that level of play.
Yeah.
So coming into a Commanders team who a lot of the guys are young, a lot of the guys are helping to coach him up, and the age gap is so much different that a lot of the older guys are pretty much seen as like mentors or like almost dads to some of these guys. So like, I mean, you got Tress Way, who's a dad of 4?
Yeah, he has at least 3 kids, I think.
And I mean, that's like your all-talent generational Pro Bowler right there. And he's got a family of 4. Yeah. And I mean, you know, I'm really excited. I just need to get the football already. I just like, I can't do these next 4
We're
months.
literally a week removed from the Super Bowl.
That wasn't a Super Bowl. That wasn't a Super Bowl. That was an AI ad splooge all over my screen.
You're right.
But
you know what? I just want to throw out a hypothetical scenario to you.
Okay.
Free agency comes around. We are able to get our hands on Trey Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
Then we draft Caleb Downs.
Okay.
I'd say that makes us at least an average defense.
Mm-hmm. Or you could get the Hendrickson Bain. Like, have 2 edges.
Yeah, but then our secondary is still bad.
Yes, but then you don't have just one person.
And also, we have Dorrance coming back.
We have Dorrance, but yeah. I mean, he was also generating pressure from the inside of the line, too.
I would rather have...
cornerstone edge.
I would rather have
secondary.
Hendrickson, Dorrance, and Caleb Downs in the secondary than Bain, Hendrickson, and Quan at safety.
I think Quan will be better, especially in the new defense.
I'm sorry, I cannot, like, us depending on Quan Martin to be our cornerstone, I can't do that.
Revo's still there, you know. I mean, we got a couple young guys.
Well, they actually said, I've heard in news recently that they want Reeves to move entirely back to special teams.
I mean...
which I think is good.
I mean, we still have Darnell Savage, who is a decent...
No, we cut him.
Oh, did we really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't have Darnell Savage anymore. So, I don't know. I feel like the secondary help would be nice. It might be out of our reach for Caleb Downs with that win against Philly in Week 18, putting us to 7 instead of 5.
I've never been more upset beating Philadelphia before.
But I would say out of the people that are around where we're drafting, I feel like we're going to end up getting Bain. Like, unless something colossal happens in the draft, like freaking Fernando Mendoza gets up there and, like, smokes a weed pen and says the N-word on stage. There's no way, like, the top 6 are going to, like, change up.
No.
So, I mean, I would still, as long as we just don't screw this, if we draft a wide receiver with this pick or a running back with this pick, we're just cooked for the next 3 years.
If we are watching the draft together and, oh my God, if we're watching the draft together and they say, with the 7th overall pick, the Washington Commanders take Mekhi Lemon, I'm going to lose it. Anyways, that, I believe, is all we have for you guys today. Yeah, I mean, we have no more previews for sports. We have U.S.-Canada tomorrow. USA. So, USA. Let's cheer our women USA. On. Let's go for a 7th win in a row. USA. USA. Anyways, that was our podcast this week. We will see you next week, hopefully when we bring back a bunch of those delicious gold medals. I love a good gold medal. And we will see you all when we see you. Have a great week. Deuces.